Read on him. A nice shot by Booker. Jazz on D. Fresh from a win against Portland.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Molinari hits them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Burke. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Portland.
Yeah, they couldn't stop him. I mean, they kept sending him to the line over and over again because, you know, when you can't stop a guy, you got to foul him. That's what they did.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Big Red. Burks covering. Burks with the steal. And so just over a minute and a half played. Burke kicks to Booker. Nice ball movement by Utah. Now Hayward. Averaging 16 points a game. Clock is at 3. Tries from 16. That's good on the jump shot.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Jazz on D. Now the pass to Big Red. Launches it. Rebound, Utah. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Well, they got beat last time because they were, I thought, very passive. I mean, they really didn't attack the hoop. They settled for outside jumpers. And you can see it when you look at the stat sheet and the free throw differential.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the night. Clark, later in the game, you need to get to the line.
I think you're right, Kevin. You want to get that ball to the rim. Your backcourt needs to drive the ball to the basket, get some fouls racked up on the other team's big people, get a couple of easy points at the foul line. That's how you turn the end game in your favor.
That's just good strategy.
Excellent strategy when you can execute.
Here's Big Red. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Big Red's got his first 2 points of the night.
So rare to see rookies get into it, but he and Dante Exum were heard exchanging, well, I wouldn't call them pleasantries before the tip. Definitely looking to prove something in this one.
And, you know, the dynamic is so different. Exum went very high in the draft, and he was on the other end of the spectrum being overlooked. Definitely 2 ends of the spectrum, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's about production.
Let's go. You're in.
Ain't no time.
Utah's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Exum dishes to Novak. Feeds it to Exum. Out to the right wing. To the left wing. Here's Hood. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Hood's got his second bucket of the game to go.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
There's the buzzer, and not much scoring at all through the first quarter of play. Jazz out in front. They're up by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's fun to watch.
I know you're thinking Nito, it repeats the minutes, something like a Tigo, but it's 300,000 more with no remote. Take it from the rain, I used to live with Tito, but he clowned me and told me that my money's Fritos. Now the Enzo doors go up like a Dino.
And so here's Denver. 4-point game. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Exum. Allen is out there with Steve Novak. And it's Hood in at the 2-guard spot.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
J.J. Hickson, an absolute beast on the boards. Actually waived by the Kings back in 2012. Started 80 games the following season in Portland before signing a 3-year deal going into last year with the Denver Nuggets.
Hickson no good on the free throw.
Boy, J.J. Hickson was drafted into the NBA after just one season at NC State, and he's rounded into a quality player. A strong rebounder. He's got great activity at both ends. Has a decent mid-range touch as well, and when he finishes, he does so with power.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kev. Big Red in that last game against the 76ers was a big factor. He ended with 10 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. His performance will be a high note in what has been a disappointing season for his team.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game, or has it, like Steve, you begin taking a toll physically?
I think it just depends on the individual, Kevin. Probably depends on, how he's feeling physically overall. But usually a guy who has a big night like that, it's going to carry over just the confidence. It'll carry to the next game.
Yeah, I would not disagree with you. There, Steve. There's something about confidence in this game that really fuels you and energizes you. When you've performed well, then you feel like you can do it again and again and again.
And for J.J. Hickson, an athletic, physical player, certainly, Steve, he fits with the Nuggets style, it seems.
So, yeah, the way they come at you in transition and in waves and, all those big men offensive rebounding, that's a good fit. But, he had to deal with that ACL tear back in March of 2014. So he's just rounding back into shape and trying to find his explosion again.
Stolen. And here we go. Foy's got it. The fast break chance. The shot's good from Big Red. Big Red's got it all tied up now for Denver. And as you watch him play, you wonder what uniform he'll be wearing at the start of next season. Definitely, Clark showed that he belongs in the NBA.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a few teams that will give him a look, but I don't think anybody will overextend themselves. But he will have some options.
Here's Exum. Denver grabs the miss. Big Red's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Tries a 3. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Hickson, no good. The Jazz shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. A nice shot by Exum. Exum's got 7. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. The feed now to Moscow. Puts up the baby hook. Utah with the rebound. Novak's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Hood, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hood's got the lead up to 4 now for Utah.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
Jazz leading by 4. Ingles passes to Exum. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Hood and Utah again with the bucket. So it's Denver now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. The shot's good from Big Red. Exum with it. 7 points in the game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made this half. Turnover.
I like it. I like it. All day long.
So it's Denver now. They trail by 3. Lawson kicks to McGee. And the first half ends in a close one. Jazz lead by 3. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. Passing has been outstanding. You guys are playing smart team basketball. We've got to continue to share the ball exactly as we have been. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. And let's get bodies to the offensive glass for the rest of the game. I mean, a lot of bodies. They won't hurt us on the break. Don't worry, just get to the boards.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out. Away here in the third.
Check out the game. He has 12 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
Yeah, and I think that's been important because it's established a nice defensive presence for his team.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Gallo and Fareed at the forwards. Big Red out there with Lawson, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Burke dishes to Booker. Burke with it. Now Lawson defending. Out to Hayward. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Big Red. And he gets it to go. Booker's got 14.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Lawson outside. Pass to Big Red. That's good. Big Red's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Kicks to Burks. Nice ball movement by Utah. Shot from 6. McGee with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now we go to our rookie leaderboard to get a check on the players at the top of the freshman class in assists over the last 10 games. And you look at Exum, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved. And, of course, Big Red, he's in that same group.
One thing we've learned from the assist numbers that we've seen from them the last few weeks is that both of these young guys have a few different dimensions to their game.
But the way they've been going lately, even if passing was their only dimension, that would be enough.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, thank you, Kevin. There are a lot of questions as to how Dante Exum will develop as a player. He has the skill to be a 2-guard, but grew up playing point guard. He would prefer the point, saying that's the position that has got me here. That's what I want to be going forward. We'll see if the coaches agree, Kevin.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Doris.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
They